December 7, 1941. The tranquil waters of Pearl Harbor shattered under the roar of enemy aircraft. In a matter of hours, thousands of lives were lost, and the USS Arizona sank to the depths, becoming both a grave and a silent witness to history. But some say the story didn't end there. Whispers carry through empty halls, shadowy figures linger near the wreck, and faint echoes of the past seem to call out. Are these merely tricks of the mind or something far more unexplainable? Today, we unravel the haunting mysteries of the USS Arizona, a story of sacrifice, tragedy, and the restless echoes of those who may have never left. On December 7, 1941, Pearl Harbor became the epicenter of one of the most devastating attacks in modern history. Nearly 2,400 American lives were lost in just a few hours, and the USS Arizona, once a symbol of naval strength, now rests silently beneath the waters, a permanent memorial to those who perished. But for many, the story didn't end with the sinking of the battleship. Over the years, visitors, workers, and locals have recounted chilling experiences tied to this hallowed site. From ghostly footsteps echoing in empty spaces to shadowy figures seen lingering near the memorial, these stories evoke an unsettling question. Could the spirits of that tragic day still remain, tethered to the place where they fell? Today, we delve into the haunting tales of the USS Arizona, where history and the unexplained collide. These are the stories that have left even the most skeptical visitors questioning what truly lies beneath the surface of Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, December 7, 1941. The calm of a quiet Sunday morning was shattered as the Imperial Japanese Navy launched a devastating surprise attack. In a matter of hours, two meticulously planned waves of destruction rained down upon the U.S. Pacific Fleet. At 7:55 a.m., the first wave struck. Japanese aircraft roared through the skies, dropping bombs and torpedoes with precision. American sailors scrambled to defend their ships, but the assault was relentless. Explosions engulfed the harbor, ripping through battleships, destroyers, and aircraft alike. The sound of anti-aircraft fire mingled with the deafening roar of explosions, creating a cacophony of chaos. Then came the second wave, hitting at 8:40 a.m. with even more destruction. The USS Arizona, one of the mightiest ships in the fleet, suffered a direct hit. Four bombs struck the vessel, igniting its ammunition stores in a catastrophic explosion. Flames shot hundreds of feet into the air as the ship was torn apart. Within minutes, the Arizona sank to the bottom of the harbor, taking 1,177 officers and crewmen with her. In total, nearly 2,400 Americans lost their lives that day. Over 300 planes were destroyed, and more than 20 naval vessels were damaged or sunk. What had been one of the United States' most important naval bases now lay in ruins. But beyond the destruction, it is the human stories that resonate most deeply. Sailors who fought desperately to save their comrades. Families who never received a final goodbye. Lives cut short in an instant, leaving only memories behind. The USS Arizona, now a tomb beneath the waves, became a symbol of sacrifice and loss. Yet, for some, the legacy of that tragic day feels far from over. Visitors to Pearl Harbor often speak of a lingering presence, as though the spirits of those who perished remain tied to this sacred place, unwilling or unable to leave. The stories that emerge from Pearl Harbor are not merely tales of war and history. They are stories of a connection between the past and present, of voices and echoes that refuse to fade away. And as we uncover these ghostly accounts, we are reminded that even in death, the human spirit endures. The USS Arizona Memorial stands as a solemn tribute to the lives lost during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Floating above the remains of the battleship, The memorial offers visitors a glimpse into history. But for many, it offers something more, something unexplainable. Over the years, countless reports have emerged of strange and unsettling occurrences at the site. Whispers seem to rise from nowhere, faint and fleeting, just on the edge of hearing. Footsteps echo through the stillness when no one else is around, as if unseen figures walk the memorial's quiet halls. Some visitors have described hearing distant explosions, so real and vivid that they feel transported back to that tragic day. Others have spoken of hushed voices, words they cannot quite make out, drifting through the air. Are these the echoes of the past, imprinted on the very fabric of this place? Or are they something else entirely? In 2011, one of the most chilling pieces of evidence was captured, an image that sent shivers down the spines of millions. An Australian tourist, Susan Devaney, was visiting the USS Arizona Memorial with her family. As she stood over the water, she noticed something unusual in the shimmering oil that still seeps from the sunken battleship. When she looked closer, she saw what appeared to be the face of a young man, sad, haunting, and unmistakable. The image quickly went viral, with many wondering if it was merely a trick of the light or something far more profound. Could it be the spirit of one of the 1,177 crewmen who perished on the USS Arizona, reaching out from the depths? Or was it a moment of coincidence, given weight by the emotions tied to this sacred site? What makes these experiences so compelling is their consistency. Visitors who have never met share eerily similar accounts. Staff who work at the memorial speak of a presence they cannot explain, as if they are never truly alone. The stories from the USS Arizona Memorial remind us that the past leaves more than just physical scars. It leaves traces, imprints of moments too powerful to fade entirely. And here, at this sacred site, those traces seem to linger, whispering reminders of the lives lost and the history that shaped the world. Ford Island, the heart of Pearl Harbor on that fateful day, was a strategic naval hub surrounded by battleships and aircraft. Today, it is a quiet, residential area, but beneath its calm exterior, eerie tales persist. Residents of Ford Island have reported strange and unsettling experiences within their homes. Disembodied voices echo through hallways, as though unseen figures are carrying on conversations just out of earshot. Footsteps resonate in empty rooms, their source an unsettling mystery. Objects seem to have a life of their own. Picture frames shift, books fall from shelves, and doors open and close without explanation. Lights flicker and appliances turn on or off, as if responding to unseen hands. For many, these events are more than mere coincidence. They feel like a presence, unseen but undeniably there. Outside the homes, the haunting phenomena continue. Shadowy figures are often seen wandering the island, particularly near the old airstrip. These apparitions vanish the moment anyone approaches, leaving behind an air of unease. Visitors to Ford Island have described encountering a strange, glowing mist that drifts across the area. It moves silently, appearing in unexpected places and unsettling those who see it. Some describe an overwhelming sense of discomfort or panic when they encounter this mist, as though they've stepped into a moment frozen in time, one filled with fear and chaos. The airstrip itself, a critical target during the first wave of the attack, seems to carry its own energy. Some say the sounds of the past linger here, the faint hum of aircraft engines, distant gunfire, and even the cries of those caught in the chaos of war. These fleeting moments feel as though they're not entirely gone, but trapped in the space where they occurred. What stands out most about the hauntings of Ford Island is the connection between the living and the past. For those who live and work here, the presence of these lingering spirits is almost an accepted reality. a reminder of the day that changed everything, and of those who never truly left. Whether it's voices in the stillness, shadowy figures fading into the mist, or objects moving of their own accord, the experiences of Ford Island make one thing clear: the past is never as distant as it seems. Over the years, the strange and unsettling occurrences at Pearl Harbor have drawn the attention of paranormal investigators, eager to uncover the truth behind the hauntings. One of the most well-documented investigations took place at the Pacific Aviation Museum, located on Ford Island, which houses artifacts and original hangars from the attack. In a special episode of the television series Ghost Hunters, a team of seasoned investigators explored these historic sites, looking for answers to the mysteries that have haunted visitors and staff alike. What they uncovered was nothing short of chilling. Reports of voices, disembodied and indistinct, seemed to rise from the stillness of the hangars. Objects moved inexplicably, as though guided by unseen hands. Apparitions were witnessed, fleeting yet undeniable, their presence evoking a sense of both sorrow and awe. The hangars themselves bear physical scars from the attack, bullet holes still visible in the walls and ceilings. It's as if the buildings themselves carry the memory of that violent day, etched permanently into their structure. For many, these tangible remnants serve as a conduit for the unexplained phenomena reported here. But what exactly causes these hauntings? Paranormal researchers often point to two prevailing theories: residual energy and intelligent hauntings. Residual hauntings are believed to be echoes of the past, moments of intense trauma or emotion imprinted onto a place. Think of it as a recording, events so powerful that they replay over and over, with no awareness or interaction. At Pearl Harbor, the chaos and tragedy of December 7, 1941, would have left an indelible mark. The whispers, footsteps, and even the distant explosions reported by visitors may simply be the echoes of history, replaying like a broken record trapped in time. But what about the other type of hauntings? Intelligent hauntings suggest the presence of spirits, conscious, aware, and capable of interaction. Could the apparition seen on Ford Island or the face captured in the oil above the USS Arizona be tied to unresolved tragedy? Many who have experienced these phenomena believe the spirits are those of the sailors and airmen who perished that day. Bound to the site by the abrupt and violent end they faced, these entities may linger, seeking recognition, peace, or perhaps a connection to the living. Theories alone cannot explain the deeply personal and often chilling encounters reported by so many. Whether residual or intelligent, the hauntings of Pearl Harbor remind us of the emotional weight of its history. A history that continues to resonate in ways we cannot fully understand. As we step back from the mysteries and stories that surround Pearl Harbor and the USS Arizona, one thing becomes clear. These ghostly tales, whether supernatural or not, serve a greater purpose. They remind us of the lives that were lost, the sacrifices that were made, and the sheer magnitude of the tragedy that unfolded on December 7th, 1941. For many, the USS Arizona Memorial is more than just a historical site. It is a place of connection. Standing above the sunken battleship, gazing into the waters that hold the remains of 1,177 sailors and Marines, visitors often describe a profound sense of presence. It's as if time stands still, allowing them to feel the weight of history and the stories of the individuals who never left. These ghost stories are more than just tales of whispers, footsteps, and apparitions. They are echoes of human lives, men and women who were fathers, sons, brothers, and friends. Their lives ended in an instant, but their memory endures, woven into the fabric of this sacred site. The USS Arizona Memorial stands as a beacon of remembrance. It is a place where the past and present meet, where those who visit can honor the courage and sacrifice of those who served. For some, it's a place of solace. For others, it's a place of questions about life, loss, and the connections we share with those who came before us. Perhaps the stories of ghostly encounters are not meant to frighten, but to remind us that the past is never truly gone. They allow us to feel the presence of those who gave everything, ensuring their legacy lives on in the hearts of those who come to remember. As we hear these stories and walk the halls of the USS Arizona Memorial, we are reminded of the resilience of the human spirit. The voices, footsteps, and shadows may be unexplained, but their message is clear. The sacrifice made here will never be forgotten. As we come to the end of this journey into the ghostly tales of the USS Arizona, one question remains. What do you believe? Are these chilling encounters merely echoes of a tragic past, replaying in the spaces where history unfolded? Or are they the spirits of those who still linger, bound to the place where their lives were abruptly taken? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do these stories give you chills or make you reflect on the weight of history? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us bring more haunting and historical tales to you. And if you're intrigued by stories like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We share true horror stories from history's most mysterious and unforgettable moments. And don't go just yet. Our next video explores related topic, where we uncover even more spine-tingling accounts that you won't want to miss. Click here to watch it now. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the haunted history of Pearl Harbor. Until next time, stay curious, stay respectful, and remember, the past is closer than we think.